kind of dragged me into the movie, and I fell absolutely in love with the movie, and I loved your character in the movie as well as a lot of the others, and I kind of went, you know, you really should actually give the show a chance. And so I started watching it and enjoying it very much.
Now what you have to do now is memorize all the episodes.
My question though was, I was wondering how you felt about that there are people now, you know, and I know other people who are in the same situation, who saw the movie and then kind of went back and you know, really fell in love with the TV show.
Yeah, I think it's just, you're absolutely right. It is happening. I'm very excited about it actually, because I think we've been away, the original ideas and the original cast have been away from Star Trek for so long that a lot of people never did know or had forgotten what the original series was all about and what started the whole thing. And I think it's just wonderful for people to be able to go back and appreciate that, because I think we did a lot of good work in the 60s. And it's great to be appreciated again now. We had a terrific, wonderful, intense following all through the 60s and 70s, through the late 60s and all through the 70s. And then gradually, people became involved with the Next Generation and Deep Space Nine and Voyager and Enterprise and so forth. And the origins were sort of lost. But it's very exciting to me that an audience is rediscovering the original series. I'm very proud of that, very flattered by it, because I think we did some worthwhile work. Wait, did you drive here or fly, or how did you get here?
I took a bus from New York.
You took a bus from New York? Great, okay. Well, thanks for coming. It's great to see you.
Thank you for answering my question.
Hi. Who's this? Hi, how are you? What's your name?
Kate Ellen.
Kate?
Kate Ellen.
Kate Ellen.
Yes.
You live in Boston?
Oh, I live in New Jersey.
Why don't we all just go to New York and New Jersey together? Visit all these nice people in their homes. You want to give us your address? We'll be there tomorrow. Thanks for coming, Kate Ellen. What's your question?
Well, before I ask my question, I just want to say that your episode of Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me is my absolute favorite episode. Whenever I have it saved on my computer, whenever I'm feeling down, I always listen to it. It cheers me up. So thank you very much. And my friend who lives in Pennsylvania who couldn't be here wanted me to ask you what you studied when you were in school, and how did you go from whatever that was to becoming an actor?
What I said when I was in school?
What you studied, like what was your major?
Oh, what was in school, my major? Okay. I graduated from Boston English High School. Yeah. And I went to BC for a summer course for 8 weeks, a theater summer course, in the summer of 1949. Actually, I was really given a wonderful blessing. I was in a play acting here in Boston that was directed by a friend of mine who was a student at BC, and the man who was the head of the drama program at BC, Father John Bond, Jesuit priest, came to see the show, and he came backstage afterward, and he was going around saying hello to all the cast. When he came to me, and this was in the spring of '49, he said, "Well, what are you doing this summer?" I said, "I don't have any plans." He said, "Well, you do now," and he put me in school in BC for 8 weeks on a summer program. And he gave me a half scholarship, and the other half came from an organization called the West End House. I grew up in the West End. So these people were very good to me. I was 18 years old. They sponsored me for the summer. I went to school there for that 8-week course. And then I got on a train at South Station, and I went to California. I spent 3 days and 3 nights on a coach seat. Don't do that. I wouldn't recommend it. But that's how I started. I started acting here in Boston when I was about 8 years old. There was a place called the Elizabeth Peabody House on Charles Street, facing the Charles River. For many years there was a sign that said, "If you lived here, you'd be home now." And it was right there. The building was right there. The whole West End was torn down. My family finally had to move out. But I was gone before it was torn down. And my parents moved out to Dorchester, where my dad had a barber shop on Willow Avenue. But anyway, that's how it all started. Because I was acting at the Peabody Playhouse, And then I was doing plays around town. Father Bond put me in Boston College, and then I went to the Pasadena Playhouse in Los Angeles, and then I went out and started looking for work. That's the way my career started. Okay? Thanks for your question. Hi, come on up.
I wanted to know, did you start to feel and have an affinity with Chris Pine as you do with Mr. Shatner in your Kirk-Spock interactions?
Yeah, what a great question. I thought he did a terrific job. He captured something about Bill's attitude and personality without imitating it. And I think that was a very smart move, because it could have become an imitation which would not have been fun to watch. But he was very, very good, and particularly the scene that we had together around the fireplace, and the goodbye scene when I took him out when I sent him off to the Enterprise. Was it the Enterprise or something? Yeah. I enjoyed working with him. He's a very good actor, very intelligent actor, and I say exactly the same thing about Zachary Quinto. He's terrific. They sent me some footage of him because my contract called for consultation on the casting of who was going to play Spock. So they sent me some footage of Zachary from some other work that he had done and asked me my opinion. I looked at it and I said, I think you should hire him. He looks enough like me to make it believable, and more important, he has an intelligence when he works. He has an inner life that's going on. You can tell that he's a thoughtful person. I think that's important for the character. So I was very happy with both of them. I thought they were both terrific. Thank you. Thank you. Hi.
Is there any particular project you'd like to work on?
Any particular project?
Aside from your photography?
No, that's really where I'm spending my creative energy these days, is the photography work. We just showed some of the work at the museum in Los Angeles, or in Santa Monica Museum of Art. Showed about a dozen of my prints, and the video that I talked about. There's a 40-minute video which will be playing at the museum in North Adams. But that's where my creative energy is going right now. Thank you.
I'll have to remember to get a ticket to LA sometime.
Okay, all right. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent, excellent.
Good. Long-time Trekkie, born and raised.
Yeah.
And I have a question.
You live here, I hope you live here in Boston.
Oh, sadly I do not. I'm from Dallas, Texas originally, and I came in today from Detroit.
Is there anybody here from Boston? Okay, from Detroit.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks for coming. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Welcome to Boston.
Thank you.
What's up?
I'm a theater student, and I was going to ask you, as someone who's played a character that is iconic through generations and has spanned decades, how do you continue to grow as a character, but keep it loyal to what the fans expect?
Ooh. Well, of course, you understand that we have writers, the people who write, they were using typewriters and then computers. They hand you pieces of paper, and the paper tells you what you're going to say. So I can't take the credit for keeping the character intact or authentic. But the Spock character, joking aside, the Spock character went through some very interesting changes over the years. And the earliest Spock was quite different than the way my Spock ended up. Interestingly enough, Zachary Quinto was playing a Spock that was before the Spock that I played in the series. So he was somewhat different, appropriately. He was somewhat different than what I was in the series in his character, because his character hadn't quite found his balance yet. There was still quite a bit of emotion cooking in there. I thought it was amazing when he refused to enter the academy because they were so condescending about his race. And he said, "Live long and prosper." I don't think he means it. I thought it was wonderful, wonderful. So the Spock arc was interesting to me. It kept me interested in the character, and I thought the writer did some very interesting work. There were certain Spock touches that I introduced, but by and large, it had to be done by the writers. They deserve a lot of credit for what they gave me on the page to work with. Okay?
Thank you.
Where are you studying theater?
Eastern Michigan University.
Where is that?
It's in Ypsilanti, just outside of Ann Arbor.
In Ypsilanti, what a great name.
I know, isn't it?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hello.
Where are you from?
I was born here in Boston.
Oh, good.
I live nearby. It's a little postage stamp up on the New Hampshire border, but I'm still a Boston Joe.
Where do you live now?
It's up in Townsend, Mass.
Ah,
A little
okay.
postage stamp like
Uh-huh.
3 miles from New Hampshire.
Okay, good. All right.
First and foremost, I am a huge Star Trek fan.
Thank you. What do you do? What is your work?
I do loss prevention.
Loss prevention?
Mm-hmm.
Like you prevent people from stealing stuff? What do you do?
That's right.
Is that what you do? Yeah?
Mhm.
You're a security person?
A little of both.
A little security, a little person?
I'm the uniformed LP that's out front while we have plain clothes in the back.
Okay.
I'm the deterrent.
Okay.
Someone else, I assist with the apprehensions.
Okay. What's your question?
Well, my question's about some of your other work, the 1986 Transformers film.
Oh, yeah.
There was a long-running rumor that when Orson Welles had passed, that you did some of his lines towards the end.
I don't think that's true.
Excellent.
We're going way back. What year would that have been?
That was 86.
86, so that's 23 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember up until about 22 years ago.
And,
No, I don't recall doing any of Mr. Wells' work. I really don't. But I'll give you a little interesting information about Transformers. The new Transformers films are made by a man named Michael Bay.
Yep, this is what I was going to ask.
You know about that?
Mhm.
Okay.
I saw it.
My wife is Susan Bay Nimoy.
Mm.
She and Michael Bay are cousins, first cousins.
I have heard that people that
Do you
ask.
think Michael Bay would hire me to do a voice on Transformers? No.
It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame.
Is that weird? People say in show business it depends on who you know. Well, I know Michael. And I can't get him to hire me to do a voice on Transformers. I think it's just terrible.
That's a damn shame.
And I think everybody in this room should write him a letter. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Hi.
Hello, Mr. Nimoy. Big fan here.
Thank you.
What was it like directing Star Trek 3 and 4, especially working with William Shatner, the original cast?
Who? What does he do? William? Yeah. Well, I must say that when I first got the job, and we came to work on the first day on the set, there was a little bit of, like, when is this going to work, you know? I think, in fact, some of the cast have said that they really wondered whether this was an ego trip, you know, or whether I knew what I was doing. And it took a little while, maybe, I mean, not long, you know. Went to work and we did the day's work, and little by little people started saying, I think he knows what he's doing. So it was okay. Bill and I are very, very good friends. We, during the making of the original series in the 60s, we were competitive. We were like brothers in a competition. There was a sibling, it's called sibling rivalry. But over time, we came to really respect that each other was contributing to the show. You know, the original captain, when we made the first pilot, was Jeffrey Hunter. Very good actor, but very different than Bill Shatner in his acting style. Just very, very different. Very intelligent actor, very talented actor. When we came, that first pilot with Jeffrey Hunter did not sell, not his fault at all. But the story, the production, whatever, didn't make it onto the network, and they decided to try again with a different kind of script. And then we discovered that Jeffrey Hunter was not available. So they hired Bill Shatner. I have always said, and I really believe that worked better for me as Spock, because Bill was, as we know, so energetic and so out there and robust about his performance, which Jeffrey Hunter was not. It was much more thoughtful, which left room for a very thoughtful Spock. to stand beside him and work with him. And we came to respect each other's contribution greatly.